was thinking. If the main ingredient in mouthwash is alcohol, shouldn't winos have the best breath in town? You ever notice how that rainbow-colored soap at the gas station car washes comes down? It smells just like bubble gum. Well, let me tell you something. It don't taste like bubble gum. But you can blow bubbles with it, so that's cool. There's school there. I met a lady at Starbucks the other day, and she was working on something that looked like an interior design class homework. So I asked her what she was doing, and she said that she had to write a 5-page report on upholstery. And I said, well, wouldn't it be easier to write it on paper? I mean, can you imagine this poor girl walking into class carrying a couple of couch cushions? Here you go, professor, here's my report on upholstery. I mean, who's her tutor anyway, Ethan Allen? But she saw that I had my laptop with me, so she was like, well, so what are you doing here? So, well, I had to take my car next door and drop it off at the garage to get it worked on, and while I'm waiting, I came here to work on some stand-up comedy material. She said, oh, well, is that difficult? Oh, no, not really. I mean, I just drop off the keys, the mechanics put all the stuff in the windshields. Not at all. My wife and I, we're kind of goofy. We do some silly stuff for date night. Sometimes we'll go to a restaurant, I'll drop her off, and I'll go park the minivan, and I'll come back in and sit down beside her and act like I'm meeting a stranger for the first time. You know, we just do weird stuff. But the other night I did it, and dropped her off, and when I was out parking, she sent me a shopping list. Like, that's not romantic at all. Especially with gas tanks on the list. Sorry, Frank. And to top it off, she sent me to a High Goals grocery store. You ever heard of those at all? No, because the nearest one's in St. Louis. I'm starting to wonder if she wanted me to come back. Yeah, I tell you. But one of the worst nights that we had was the night that she decided she wanted to drop me off at the restaurant. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. So I go in. She never came back. I ended up sitting there for an hour talking to some lady carrying couch cushions around. But I tell you, my son, oh, what a kid. Really fantastic young man. But he came home from school the other day and said, I can't stand multiple choice tests. So I said, well, is that because A, there's too many choices? B, there's always that one choice that just makes no sense at all. Do you ever notice how the pink Owens Corning fiberglass insulation looks just like cotton candy? Yes. It does not. It's not cotton candy. Oh, another thing real quick. Coffee beans and kidney beans. Not interchangeable. Worst espresso ever. I'll tell you what. Oh, last time I flew out of the Nashville airport, about 5 or 6 people ahead of me, there was a young lady wearing spandex shorts and a sleeveless blouse. She got to the front of the line, and the TSA agent said, ma'am, you've been randomly selected for a manual pat-down. I said, why? I can tell you from here, she ain't hiding nothing. Well, I appreciate you guys letting me come out tonight. Thank you very much. It was kind of short, but you've been A great audience, B, a group that really loves to donate for the food for the city, or C, all of the above. Woo!